welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya, if this is your very first time here. Today we are going to be creating this look with the new 24A Artist Pass palette from Morphe. This was in collaboration with iGirl Sweetie, so I had to make sure that I did a cute little review slash tutorial using this palette. If you open this palette up, she is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all those colors and shades and shimmers and glitters, honey. Y'all know I had to go for it. I feel like it's hard to look at this palette and see something that you can actually wear. I see some neutral looks in here, but I did want to do something a little bit extra with the colors that might be a little unexpected if you first look at it. So that's what we did today. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you have hit subscribe below. I don't want y'all to miss any videos that I got coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well so that you are updated when new videos go up. Let's hop right into it. First thing I'm gonna do is take my P. Louise base, and this is in Rumor 1. And typically what I do is I'll squeeze a little bit on the eyelid and then move it around with my paddle brush. And I know that I want the color to come out, so I'm making sure that I bring it out a little bit on this side. And then I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender, squeeze it a little bit to make it smaller and blend this out. And y'all know that I take a lighter concealer underneath my eyebrows, so I don't bring the P. Louise all the way up because I don't want this to be stark white. I still want to see some brown there like we see over here, so that once it's all blended it still looks natural. Also like to dab around my P. Louise base. Some of it I'm gonna wipe off, but like for right here I'm probably not gonna be wiping this off, so I want to make sure I dab it into the skin to make sure it is blended. So in the palette, the first color I'm gonna pop into is Seek Shade, and that is this brown shade right here. And thank God this has a mirror that be saving sisters' lives, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna take that shade and I'm gonna press that into the crease area, but I'm gonna bring it outwards. And I don't want it to be too blown out, so I'm really just putting it in the area where I know I want it to be. And I am pressing this shade in, not really blending it. But like I said, I know this is gonna be coming outwards, so I'm pulling it out. I want to blend that color into this color called Desert Vibes, which is like a burnt orange shade. And with the flatter side of an Anastasia brush, I'm going to go ahead and start to pat that right on top of that shade for now. And I'm kind of pushing it up and outwards as well. And then to seam those colors together, I'm going into Security, which is this lighter brown shade that's right on top of Desert Vibes. And with the other side of my Anastasia brush, I'm gonna go right in between those shades and dust over it to blend them together. I feel like I need to do a part 2 to my blending 101 video that I did last year because a lot of you guys really liked that video and felt like it was helpful. So I think we're gonna do that in the very, very near future. I'm just going over this with a clean brush just to make sure that orange shade is blended into our skin area. Alright, so now we're gonna go into cutting the crease. I'm going to take some P. Louise and put it on my hand, and then take my paddle brush, dip on into that, and start to create my crease. We are gonna follow the natural crease of the eye. I don't wanna bring it up too far because I don't want this to be clown-like. I kinda want it to be more, like I said, wearable. So I'm gonna start here in the front part of the lid and then follow my crease. You wanna follow your actual crease, so look down a little bit and then follow that crease and then bring it out. I'm kinda just also looking at where my crease is over here to make sure that I'm matching it because I want it to be the same. Since I have slightly hooded eyes, I'm really looking to see how much of that top crease is going over. Make sure that it matches that one. All right, so I did go over this a little bit off camera, like right where the line is, to make sure it's as light as possible because we are about to go on top of that with some other shades. The first shade that I'm gonna hop into is this Get the Shot, and this is like a muted gold type of yellow shade. And with a super small detail brush, I'm going to pat that shade right along the edge until we're about halfway over the eye. And the only part of this that you need to be extremely careful about, don't worry about the bottom part because we're about to actually sculpt that out, but that's why we need to have a detail brush, because we don't want it to get into our crease area because then it starts to look extremely messy, and that ain't what we want. I'm trying to be really careful to make sure I keep that line nice and crisp as I'm lining this here. So bottom, nobody cares. Top, take your time. So right next to that shade, I'm going into Stage Persona, and this is like a muted purple shade, and I just think it's super gorgeous. Y'all know this is my type of color. With the same type of brush, you want to go ahead into the rest of the liner and just go right on top all the way to the end. So y'all see how I just messed that up? That's what we did not want to do. So let me try to fix that real quick. And I'm actually gonna fix that by taking a flat brush, because I feel like I can fix it with this small edge. This edge is kind of sharp, and go back into peak side and just go over that line to make it back straight. Just don't want to do too much because we don't want to add a lot of color. We just want to reinforce that line. All right, we back in business. So while I still have that color on here, I'm gonna dust just over where the two meet to kind of blend them together, just so there's no line of demarcation and kind of look like they're faded. And that is pretty much what we want. I'm gonna take some more of my P. Louise, put it on my hand, and I'm going to very carefully sculpt out underneath these colors so that it's like a liner, like you see over here. Y'all see how we're starting to make that super duper sharp? And as you go, you can just pull the base down into the lid and also try to keep this even and follow the curve. This lid area, I really want it to be like a shimmery experience with all of the glitter given that's in this palette. I had to shimmer something up. I went ahead into hashtag FOTD, and this is like a gold shimmer shade. And with a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm just gonna press that shade onto the lid all the way to about 3/4 over and kind of just pushing it in. From there, I'm gonna go into this bigger pot, which is a shade Front Row, and that is a gold shade. And I'm gonna take that and the rest of the lid area all the way out, so that on the lid we kind of have like a gold shimmer ombre situation. And then before we clean that up, because obviously she needs to be cleaned up, but I'm gonna take my finger into Invite Only, which is this middle glitter shade at the bottom. And with my finger, I'm just gonna place that on the front part of the lid. Oh God, so cute. So to clean this up, first thing I'm gonna do is just take my makeup wipe, just make that a straight line. See, we're gonna bring it straight up. And then I'm gonna take my Morphe gel liner in Jet. I'm going to make me a little wing. So that is our look. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara and then pop on my lashes, and they're from Kiss. A few of you guys in my comments have asked me which brand this is. Unfortunately, I am currently that girl who takes lashes out and then gets rid of the packaging and doesn't know what I'm using. So I can't help you, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to do a little better on that. We are gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a full face today. For primer, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and this is the blurring one. And Laura Mercier did come out with multiple primers in the Pure Canvas collection. I think there was like one essence and like 4 or 5 different primers that have different purposes, like blurring, illuminating, a lot of different ones, and I was here for it. For foundation, we're gonna go into our handy dandy NARS foundation. Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. This is in the shade Macao. If you know me or you feel like you know me, you know that this is my jam. You're gonna at least see me use this on my channel, on my Instagram, at least once a week. But just once a week, because I do be wanting to, you know, use other use other foundations as well, because your girl got a lot of them. All right, so for concealer, I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place concealer, and this is in the number 12. And to make this brighter, I'm gonna hop into this Shin Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate, and this is in C12, just to bring brightness underneath the eyes and a little bit down the nose. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out. Y'all know I desperately be trying to make this video not too long. Let me know in the comments if it matters to you, you know. I don't know if you guys care to have longer videos or shorter videos. I know a lot of you guys comment that you like that I get straight to the point, don't talk too much, and I pride myself on that. But, you know, let me know if y'all mind the videos being upwards of 15 minutes. It's very useful information to know. That was a Morphe sponge that I was just using, and I feel like I can't squeeze it as well as like an original beauty blender. That's why I just switched it out. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of warming up the face with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Dark Coffee. I feel like the face just starts to come together when you contour and highlight. You're looking less like an egg. Nobody trying to look like no egg out here. Hi guys.
Hi baby. Hi baby. Oh, you looking cute.
Hi guys. So for powder today, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set my face with this. For my smile lines and underneath my contoured area, I'm going to go into my Mented Skin Silk. And then to bronze up the rest of my face, I'm going to go into this Alamar Cosmetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and continue what I did up top. I'm going to go into Seek Shade, which is the brown shade. And I'm pushing that up against the lower lash line. And then with a small blending brush, I'm going to go back into Desert Vibes. Just use the same colors that we use in the crease on the bottom lash line, and I'm going to blend out the deeper shade. And the thing about this color is you end up not really seeing it. It just kind of acts as a blending shade that just makes the purple or the deeper brown purple shade less harsh and makes it look more natural. On the inner tear duct, I'm gonna mix Secret Set with the Invite Only glitter, just because I want it to have a little bit of that purple shimmer, but I also want it to be like a glitter inner highlight. Like look how pretty that is. Don't want to go too crazy with it though. Don't want to go too crazy. For the lash line, I think I'm gonna dip into this Vivid Brights, and I believe I just used this recently from NYX. I believe I used this in my all drugstore look, and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line just because it's like a pastel purple color, and I feel like that will look perfect with this. And I'm just gonna pop on some mascara, and we're done with the eyes. So for highlight today, I'm gonna go into this Morphe highlighter, and this is their high impact highlighter in the color Spark. Though I usually go for more gold highlighters, this one is kind of cute. She's icy, but she's not super icy. I don't even know who I'm kidding right now. I'm probably about to mix this with some gold here in a moment. I don't know, yeah. I just I can never really get with highlighters that's not gold on my skin complexion. I feel like I need them. Like what do I look like walking around without having a gold highlighter on? Like I just don't understand. So I'm gonna dip a little bit into the highlight palette from Morphe and just add a little bit of their copper shade, which is in Blaze. For lips, I'm going to my NARS Dominatrix. Y'all know I use that as a liner, and then on top I'm going into Virgin liquid lipstick from Morphe. And this is our finished look. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Alright guys, so this is the finished look using the 24A Artist Pass palette from Morphe and Sweetie. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought. Also make sure you hit subscribe below so that you are updated when new videos come out, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.